Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Just getting my gloves on. Let's see here. Ta-da. Okay. Make sure our lighting is okay. My gloves on. There we go. Okay. Turn that off. Why in the hell does this light look so dark? Wow. What in the hell is going on with my light? Hi, Laura. Hello. Hi, Allison. Hello, friends. Hello, hello, hello. Trying to fix my lighting because something looks wonky. Something ain't right. Nope, there's that. Okay. Anywho's it. Let's see. Let's go with... I'm going to get our first three out. Hi, Karen. Blueberry, lemon. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Apologize if you can hear my puppy crying in the background. Hi, Bree. So I'm laying out all the colors here. I have 3 of them already swatched because they are from previous collections that we've had. But tonight, we're going to swatch the new colors for the June color palette challenge, which was like blueberry and mango and like black raspberry themed. So we have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors this month. And Sapphire, Droid Blue, Lemonade, Pineapple, and Plain Donut are all previous colors. I believe, Karen, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Lemonade was. I know the rest of them were. And then we have Blueberry Fields. I got the blues, which is a thermal, Lemonberry Blitz, and Blueberry Lemonade, which are new. So I'm not going to swatch Sapphire, Droid Blue, or Plain Donut, but I am going to swatch the other 6 because I don't have swatches of them. So we're going to do 3 at a time. And this is probably going to be a relatively short live because I'm not going to do a mani, but I needed to swatch these colors anyways. So I figured, you know what? Might as well jump on, talk to everybody. So the first color is Blueberry Fields. Let me zoom in just a touch. There we go. Hi, Victoria. So there's that one. Let me pour it out because I think, yeah, there are some finer glitters down in the bottom there. Pretty. And then I got the blues, which is a thermal. I believe it is a light blue to a dark blue. Yeah. So it goes really light blue to a dark blue. Well, not a dark blue. A medium like denim blue. And there's some shimmer in here. So that's pretty. That's a really pretty blue. Look at the sparkle in that. Ooh. Hi, Tara. Hi, Gretchen. And then this one is Lemonberry Blitz. Really cute, like fine. Would you consider this a fine glitter? Or is this like an extra small? But it's really pretty as well. Different colors of blue and yellow. Very pretty. Okay, so those are the first 3 we're gonna swatch, and I'm gonna swatch on some stiletto tips and I'm going to use gel liquids just because that's what I prefer. I don't like doing the dip liquids because when you do the activator on these tips, they can cause cloudiness. So I just kind of avoid that by doing swatches on the underside with gel. So I'm going to use an old bottle of my Kande gel base. It's running low, so it's about time for me to chuck this one out, but I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to get some of the small too. Let me mix that up. I'm going to get some of the smaller glitters up top. And then I'm just going to press in. And the only bad thing is with this method is when you're layering the colors, especially with glitters, you know how like normally on the first you don't pick up as much, and then on the second you like refine your glitters and stuff. Can't really do that with this step. So I try to get all the good stuff on that first layer. Okay, and I'm just taking a little silicone like tip, or this is the end of my tweezers, and just kind of pushing those glitters down into so there's some little bit of clear there, but that's okay. So there's that color. Beautiful. I have little puppy hairs everywhere and some clear, so I'm gonna pop that in the lamp while we go on to the next color. And I will remove this glitter. She's doing good. She had a vet visit today. She is finally fully vaxxed, so we can take her, you know, to the dog park and stuff now, and take her on walks and not worry about her getting any cuties. They said she was healthy. She weighs 23.1 pounds. So she's a little hefty girl. She's a growing girl. Sturdy. Hey, Dustin. And for my solids, I just kind of scoop and wiggle them. And this one, of course, you're not going to see the change until probably I put it in the lamp. That's a really nice, like, denim blue. She is a hefty girl. She's solid, stocky, big boned. Really pretty blue. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the lamp for 60. And then Lemon Berry Blitz. I love glitters like this. Love them, love them. She's dense. Honestly, when you look at her, I wouldn't think that she weighs 23 pounds. I was kind of shocked when they said that, but because she feels so tiny, like, I don't know. But she's thick. She's funny. She did not like having to get shots today. Did not like it. She came home and had, you know, treats and a snuggle and took a little nap. Now she's raising hell with her father. So that's Lemon Berry Blitz. I love this. This is such a cool color. These are my favorite kind of glitters. All right, put that in the lamp for 60. See, and now this is like a nice light blue compared to the cold version. Let's see. I'm gonna stick it up next to my glass next to me. I don't think it's cold. I have some, like a drink over here, but I don't want to stick this in my drink. They are releasing tonight. You guys can get them tonight. Yay! And of course, you guys can get 20% off with code WIENERS on just this collection. Just this collection. And I believe the code is only valid until midnight. So if you want to snag them early, do so before midnight. Okay. Code wieners. All right, I'm just dusting this off into like a little dish. Wieners. The wrong way of spelling it, but the way that we spell it. Okay. I'm just dusting this up. I have like a little dish that instead of being over my trash can, I've started doing that instead. Yes, the link is pinned as the top comment in the chat. So if you want to use that link when you shop, I get a little kickback from Etsy, and that just, helps support me on the channel. The cool way to spell it. I still think you should do Dustin's nails. Well, maybe. One of these days. I don't even think I'm going to do a full second layer on this one. I'm only going to do down here at the bottom because the top of this is pretty saturated, but there are some blank spots down here at the bottom. So I'm just going to scoop that up and just get the bottom half there. Just to fill in some of that sparseness. Okay. And then let me dust off the top of this, so hopefully you can see. Okay, and there's 2 coats. I will show them like all dusted off and cleaned off like once they're out of the lamp too, and we'll top coat them. I don't really top coat the underside of my nails. I will wipe them off with a little bit of alcohol, just because we used gel base instead of dip. But I like to top coat the top because these swatches get little scratches on them and stuff. I like to top coat the tops. Okay. I'm excited for you guys to see July's color palette. It's really fun. It's a pretty one. Okay, so there's 2 of I Got the Blues. Is that what it is? I Got the Blues. Okay, yeah. I love this tone of blue. This is like the perfect medium blue. Pretty. And then last layer of, let me dust this off. Last layer of Lemon Berry Blitz. I don't have all the names memorized yet. I just got my package from Karen like either yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Not fruit. It's definitely not fruit. I know we had back-to-back fruit months. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick some of this up, shimmy it around. I'm kind of sloppy with my swatches, to be honest. As long as they look good from the top, I don't really care what the underside looks like. The top is where they photograph well, right? Okay. And there's Lemon Berry Blitz. Yes, Lemon Berry Blitz. Maybe once we have them all like swatched and top coated, I will bust out the macro lens and we'll get a good close up of them. Okay, I'm gonna put these away. Yeah, no more fruit, no fruit. I switched it up. I can't be predictable 2 months in a row. 3rd month, I gotta switch it up. Never know which way I'm going. Okay, I'll put those out of the way. I love blue and yellow together. It's such a fun combination. I know blue and yellow are technically, or blue and orange are technically opposites on the color wheel, but yellow is just as good. Yellow is actually my preferred with blue, rather than, you know, a bright orange. Okay. Oh, I know, mine too. Mine is terrified of the vacuum. Very, very scared of it. Okay. Dust that off real well. Yes. Glitters in my lungs. Actually, the other day I was playing with Ellie and she looked up and there was a piece of glitter stuck to her nose and I was like, I guess I should run the vacuum. She likes to come in the nail room though. She like sniffs around in here. Okay. No, it's not that far off the wall yet, Tara. Not yet. No Halloween. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and top coat these ones before we jump into the other one, the other set. We'll go ahead and top coat these. I just top coat the top, just to make sure that the top is nice and glossy. Sometimes I'll swatch on top of the swatches, but that's if I feel like filing, and I don't feel like filing tonight. We'd be here forever, even for just like 6 dips, because I'm a psycho and would spend 45 minutes just filing these until I liked the shape of them, even though they're just swatches. And who really cares, right? We just want to see the colors, see the glitters. I'll swatch these next 3, and then we will get out the macro lens and look at these babies up close. Okay. Those are going to go in the lamp for 60, and then I need 3 more boats. 1, 2, 3. Stores have started Halloween already. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, lemonade, just a gorgeous yellow. The perfect lemonade color. It looks like lemonade powder. Blueberry lemonade. A really fun yellow. Let's see, there's 2 different colors of yellow glitter, small and medium, and then there is some fine yellow, I guess. And then these round little blue pieces. They look like little blueberries. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. And then pineapple, which is a fine pineapple yellow. And this was from the fruit collection from last year. I'm blanking on the name off the top of my head. I'm a terrible ambassador. That fruit collection was actually my first YouTube video, my first live. I think it was my first live or was it my first YouTube video? I think it was my first live. Yes, pineapple is pretty. Okay, get that glitter off of there. Fruitopia, that's what it is. Yes. That was when all of the videos started. Was with that collection. Got a little bit extra going on there. There we go. There's lemonade. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I never used to like yellow all that much, but it's kind of growing on me. Okay, so since I'm swatching on the underside of this and I want to make sure I pick up a good bit of those blue glitters, I'm going to actually hand place some to make sure that they show through the top. Because normally I would hand place on the second layer, but we're not swatching that way tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in some of these guys before I dip in. And that's normally what I do when there's like special pieces in the glitters as well. Like if there's a shaped glitter or like a foil or something, or flowers, and I'm swatching on the underside, I will do this first. I will pop in little blue pieces, the little chunkies, and then I will swatch like normal. Okay. Now I'm gonna press in. And that just makes sure that there's enough blue on the top that I like, that we get the full effect just from a swatch. Get it off me, chunky glitters. Get out of here. Okay, so there's one layer of that. So cute. Let me get some of that glitter off the top. There we go. Cute. Okay, put that in the lamp for 60. And now, pineapple. Doggo has been going to work with me this week, and she's over here napping like she did actual work. I do, Panda. You can swatch on the top or you can swatch on the bottom. I like to swatch on the bottom because it keeps the shape of the nail. That way I don't have to file and do any aggressive shaping afterwards. Okay, so get some of that off. And of course, there's a weird edge on this tip that I didn't catch before. I would have filed it off. So ignore that the tip is wonky on this, but this is such a pretty yellow. It's almost got like a touch of green to it in person. Like that's not quite like a bright yellow. It's like a smidgen green. A smidgen. A dash. Okay. Let's pull lemonade back out. Do a second swatch on her. Never ignore the tip, Dustin. Behave yourself. That's enough of that. Hooligan. This is why we can't have nice things. No, you're not. You're not sorry. I know. Why am I not surprised? Okay, so there's lemonade, 2 coats. I can't stand you guys. Okay, I'm only going to do the bottom half of this one because, again, there's only a little bit of patchiness at the bottom here, so I'm not going to waste my glitters. You guys are funny. That is probably the longest we have lasted. That's what he said. I'll see myself out. I'm just gonna file the tip off of this one to fix it. Victoria's over here keeping score. It was actually this date. Let me look at the minutes for our last meeting. This color is called Pineapple. Fine apple is this fine yellow glitter. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. This is my channel, and I will be ridiculous if I want to. Okay. Last coat of fine apple. You do need a new list. All right, those are going in for 60 while I put these away. I love this yellow. I love it. It's so pretty. Blueberry lemonade. Wiener. I'll give you guys a heads up. If you want to be part of a collab, you might want to have the wiener dips. I'm just saying. You might want to make sure you get some. Get you some wiener. This is why we can't have nice things. My channel will never be monetized. We're going to be banned in several countries. Okay. Cleaning up some of these glitters. These little chunky guys won't get out of the way. Get out of here. Get out of here. I was just going to tell him about the wiener collab. I didn't know how much you wanted to share about it. We do have a wiener collab coming up, guys. We're going to have a weenie collab. It'll be on, I believe it's July 7th. It's not, we were going to do July 4th, but I believe it's the 7th. It's that Monday, that following Monday. But it's basically do a wiener inspired mani. Use your wiener dip colors. And if you use one color, you get one entry into the giveaway. And if you use all candy, you get 2. And I believe the gift card is, or the prize is a $20 gift card. I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't have the graphic in front of me. It is scheduled to go out on our Facebook group, I think next week sometime. So it'll have all the details on there. But if you want to grab some of those dibbies, you can just look on the Kande Etsy page, and I believe they are listed in like the collection groups or the featured or something like that. And then you can also search for it by putting in wiener in the search bar. That sounded sexual. Could put your wiener in my search bar. Wow. Okay, I'm done. Do dirty nail charms exist? Yes, they absolutely do. 100%. Like a wiener collab opens some dirty manis. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Actually, the graphic, the head of the graphic says, "Show me your wiener." But it is, the graphic is like very hot dog picnic themed. But if you wanted to go that route, you very well could. Only in the candy shop search. Okay. Those are almost done. And then I will show all of them together, and then we will break out the macro lens. That's what we need, Tara. Yes, weenie charms. Weenie charms, weenie charms. They're so cute. Cleaning off my swatches so I can get all the colors together. Got little glitters everywhere. Little fine glitters. You should have just been like, I have a hot dog collab. Don't ask me. Wiener. The link above doesn't work for you? Let me click on it. Let's see. Open. Let me see. See, when I click on it, it takes me to the candy shop. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can edit the description of this video. Can I? No, I can't. Actually, if you go to the description of this video, the link is also in the description. It's under my discount codes and affiliate links section. Okay. So there are the last three coming out of the lamp. Okay, so let me get these all lined up. It goes a little slow through YouTube. Like if you go through the chat. If you go through the link in my description, I think it goes a little bit faster. Okay, so there's the full collection. I'm just realizing that this is not the best swatch of sapphire, but it's okay. But there are our colors. So we have pineapple, blueberry lemonade, lemon berry blitz. I got the blues, blueberry fields, sapphire, droid blue, and plain donut. Actually, I think plain donut was like over here. I think it was on the side with the yellows. I don't think it was on that side. I think it was like this, if I remember correctly. How gorgeous. Okay, so now I'm going to bust out the macro lens. Let me find her. Wherever she is. Where are you? Okay, there's the clamp. Where's my lens? Hello. Lens. Lens. Oh no. There it went. Yes, it's like a very like warm brown. Very pretty. Okay, let me get my macro lens. Nice. Okay, where is the, let's see here. Let's see if I put that on there correctly. Let's see if we can focus. Okay, I think that's right. Maybe. Or did I not put it on the right lens? Hold please. There we go. Let me switch my lighting so maybe we can get a little bit closer. Better lighting, maybe. My screen just went very dark, so I cannot see anything. Back that up just a smidge. Okay, so that's plain donut. And then it makes me want a donut real bad. Droid blue. I'm kind of waiting for them to show up on my screen because I can't see. My phone went dark because I have this clamp like over the front of my screen, so it like went dark. I'm waiting to see if it focuses. I think it's okay. And then here, let me move this. Maybe that will let my screen brighten back up because I can't see a damn thing. And then sapphire, which has little yellow pieces all over it now. Why is my screen so dark? Hold on, guys. It's not working. Okay, never mind. I was trying to get my brightness back up on my screen, but it is not working. So, anywho, that's Sapphire. And then, let me get some of the chunky glitters off the side of this one. Normally I file the edges around these once I've top coated them, just to make sure that there's no little chunkies sticking out. Okay, so this is Blueberry Fields. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully. Like in my lens, this is so weird. Hold on, I'm gonna take that off for just a second. And I'm gonna put this back on here. Hold on. Let's see. Can I do that? Does that work? My screen was real weird, like it was not showing up correctly. I couldn't see a damn thing. That's a little bit better. Okay, so that's Blueberry Fields, and then we have, I got the blues, which I believe this is almost, let me see something real quick. I was gonna say, it is mostly the warm color right now. Oh no, my colors are falling off the swatch ring. No, it wasn't closed. Damn it. Okay, so there's the blue. I got the blues, the thermal. Let's see if I can get it to change. Why is this being so wonky? Let's try it like this, maybe? Hi, Kirsten. So this is a thermal. It goes from a light blue to a dark blue. It's almost too warm in here to get the change to work, so. Lemon Berry Blitz. I'm gonna angle my camera a little bit. There we go. There we go. That's better. Really pretty glitter. And then we have Lemonade, a really pretty yellow, like a butter yellow. Blueberry Lemonade. And then the last color is Pineapple. Really pretty yellow. Super sparkly. Almost doesn't want to focus on it. Okay. Let me take the macro lens off. Oh, hell. Hell in a handbasket. Okay, I'm going to fix this because this is in the wrong order. The wrong order. Okay, so there's a collection again. It is up on Etsy now. You can get 20% off tonight until midnight with code WEENERS, WEENERS, like usual. And make sure you shop with my link, either my link that is pinned up at the top of the conversation here or in the description of this video. Both will take you to the Kande Etsy page, but helps me Get a little bit of commission from Etsy for sending you there. And color palette challenge is on, God, I can't remember the date. 6/28? Is it the 28th? Yeah, 6/28 this month. So you guys have plenty of time to pick it up. Get your manis in. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out this week. I wasn't originally going to do a live, but like I said, I needed to swatch these anyway, so I figured I would swatch them live and we can hang out and talk. Next week, I will probably be going live with... What is next week? What are the dates of next week? Next week is the 9th through the 13th. So maybe next week we will do a mani with these next Thursday. I'm thinking. So we're shooting for next Thursday at 7 o'clock. That's kind of going to be the new schedule moving forward. It'll be 7 o'clock on Thursdays instead of Fridays. So I love these colors. They're so pretty. I'm just sitting here staring at them. I love the like iridescent colors in this, or the iridescent flakies in this, the like shifty ones. Very, very pretty. And this thermal. These lights are really hot in here, so it's pulling a lot later than it actually is. This room is very hot right now. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let me jump back to the chat here. Pretty, gorgeous, hello. Hi, Amanda. I won't be able to join next week. Gotta go to sleep. Oh, I'm so sorry, hun. I'm so sorry. All right, chickadees. That's everything I had for you tonight. I will see you guys next Thursday or out and about in the socials. I hope you have a great rest of your night. A very happy Friday for tomorrow. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm just reading the chat. All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all.